Hello everybody, welcome to this tutorial where we talk about the Chevening interview questions. And this series of tutorials, as you can see in full playlist, it's not one video, there are many videos. This is the third video actually. And we are going to talk step by step on the process for going through the interview. And this series, these playlists, the videos are going to be the questions regarding only and only the essays that you have submitted for the Chevening Scholarship Program. I see a mistake in the achieve there, don't worry about it. So what I'm going to do, as you can see in this video right now, we are going to find the questions that are going to be asked based on your essay. It doesn't mean that these are the only questions that you will be asked. There are going to be many questions you're going to be asked, but in this series of videos, maybe first video 2 to video 6 or 7, we will just concentrate on the essay questions, and then there are the general questions that they will have many parts, which will be at the end of this series of video tutorials you're watching right now in this playlist. So for now, let's as you know, this is the third video. If you haven't watched the first and the second, go watch them and then come here. If you have watched them, welcome again. Let's go to the questions that you are going to be asked in the interview, which are based on your networking skills. Before we go to the essay, let's concentrate on the main things that are going to be asked based on your networking essay. The questions that are going to be asked on your networking essay, and you want to answer them, everything should be mainly on your submitted essay, okay? Your involvement in networks, the questions are normally how you are involved in the networks, okay? If you talk about a network, you are in a book club network where there are, like 50 people, 100 people. How you are involved in that network, this is important, that it will be asked from you, and you should give your explanation. You cannot just say that I just go to this network and I sit there, I do nothing, I just read a book. But how you are involved in this network. Did you really created this network, or you're part of the management of the network, or you are just reading books? But that should not be it. You should try to give explanations, and even if you are not active in that network, try to get active in that book club network or social club network, speech club, or if you are a team, an association, anything you are, try to get involved so that by the interview date, which will be in a few months, or if it's close, you have something to say. You cannot just fake it, but if you have done something really there, then you will definitely be able to answer any kind of questions that will be based on your involvement. So your answers should be related, coherent, and developments achieved. So you should also talk about your developments that you have achieved in these networks. For example, you are in a network of business community or businessmen and businesswomen. Talk about how you started to build network with them, how you started your own startup business, how you ask this network to sponsor for a program, a workshop, a platform, a seminar, or how you fundraised through this network to develop an achievement, or things like that. For example, it's true that you will not find this in my essay that we will go in a few moments, but I explained them that because I was asked my achievements from these networks. I said, for example, I built a network at my working place where I work totally with the businessmen and women. I worked at that time as the deputy director of dispute resolution at the Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Industries. Chamber of Commerce and Industries, that's the place where all the businessmen and women in my country and most of the countries, they are registered in there, or they have a link. I said I had a link with these business rich people, And I was doing some fundraising when there were these disasters in my country, because I had a social organization, or I have a social organization. I made a proposal and I submitted to this business community of rich people. And I told them, well, there's a flood in this province of Afghanistan. They need help. I want you to give me a very small amount of money, $100, $1,000, as much as you can. Because I gave my proposal to 1,000 businessmen, and not everybody cooperated, but if, let's say 50 of 1,000 businessmen would give me $100, that would make $5,000. And that was a good money in order to help the poor people. This is an example I used, how I really used my network at my profession or at my professional work in order to, help my social organization and also help the people. And it was a practical example. And focus on key networks and tasks achieved. I have a lot of networks. You might have a lot of networks, a lot of achievements, a lot of things that you achieved through your networks, but not all of them are important. Maybe one of your networks was, one person in your network is an author of a very famous book, like a top 10 bestsellers book, and he or she gave you a hand-signed book for free in one of your networks. This is an achievement. I love to receive books as gift, and it's a very big achievement for me. But this is not a key task achieved in the networks. Well, personally it is, but for Chevening it's not. So I cannot write that, well, the best bookseller, like the kite runner, Khaled Hosseini, gave me a signed, his book signed for free. So which I got it, but I cannot say it in the Chevening. So you have to, concentrate on that. And you always have to give examples of your achievements through your networks, or how you use the networks. As I already gave you the example, how I raised donation or money through my network. And what can these networks bring to you in the future? These networks that you have, it's not just because you had it in the past. When I was 15 years old, I was a member of a student association. But what does this network, or what can this network do for you right now? And especially when you go to Chevening, what can you do to the UK? And what can you do when you return back to your country? So try to give provide a relation between these networks currently and also in the future. So these are overall things that you need to keep in mind. Now we go to the essay questions that you will be asked definitely based on your essay. Of course it will be different. So now let's go to my essay. As you can see in my essay, I've written, I started my network and mutual relationship in our community council in 2005. I have networks in many different platforms such as universities, part-time career, community, and a lot of things. This is not a good start. It was a good start for the CV in my essay, but it's not a good start when you talk about your networks. Don't talk about it. Be very specific, because during your interview you have very less time. But it's good for my essay and my CV essays, because I said, well, I started from high school until my professional job, where I have relation with the ministers, with the president's office, with the judges, with the arbitrators, mediators, lawyers, and everything. So let's jump to the second paragraph. During my undergraduate, this is my undergraduate, where I was part of many networks, national and international. So I said I was a member of like the student association and these things. Definitely I was asked questions, are you still for example, I said I'm an alumni of the student association at my university, and they asked me, what do you do for your university like now? Like, you are an alumni, everybody is an alumni. But I said I am in the alumni association, I'm in the executive board. And they asked me, okay, so what do you do for your university? What does the university network do to you? I said, because, well, I love my university, I graduated from there and I got a scholarship. Now I, together with other alumni students, we are working to do this kind of thing for the university. And then the whole network, we are trying to bring a change to, to the other people and to try to do fundraising for our university to get funds in order to have scholarships and financial aid for those people who want to study at our university and they don't have the financial capacity or possibility to support them financially. And then they asked me, how can you raise money to a network that's for your university? Then I linked this university network that we currently work with my current job, where, as I already explained, with businessmen and women. And also to my social organization. I said I have a social organization where I help the people. I am expert in writing proposals to get money and funds from international organizations, NGOs, and do fundraising. This is my like my knowledge, my skill, which to write proposals. That's why I write proposal for my own social organization and also for the network I have for the community. So even if you want to add something from the past, be careful that you will be asked questions to justify if that network helps you or not. If you say I was a member of our student association at my university and I'm still a member, this is not enough. You should give explanation how and what does it help you. If it doesn't help you, you don't have to talk about it. Okay, because focus on key network and tasks achieved. This is not, it doesn't help you. Okay, the next question, the third paragraph, I talked about I have built a wide professional network with government institutions like the Ministry of Higher Education. This is mostly about my social organization and also my professional work where I work. So I was asked, okay, you have networks with the judges in your country, with the lawyers, with the mediators, with the arbitrators. The good thing about this network that I emphasized was because I'm studying law, I'm studying business, international commercial law or business law, and I had relation with the Chamber of Commerce, business lawyers, commercial court, because we have criminal court, family law court, but I was talking, I have relation not with all judges of Afghanistan, but only with the judges at the commercial courts of Afghanistan. And this is how we work through Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce. And then the question was, what does this network of judges help you? And they were a little bit funny and they were telling me, okay, if you have a claim or a problem in the future and your company is sued, then these judges will help you to do bribe things. Maybe your panel is funny or friendly, they will make fun, but maybe if they are not, they are going to be very serious, they will not make funny. But the panel that interviewed me, they were very friendly, they were very nice people, they were very respectful and kind. So I said, no, I'm not going to be a businessman. I'm not interested to be a businessman, but I will definitely be a business lawyer, which I will face these judges. But so this network of judges will help me. I said they help me currently because we are developing rules and policies to amend the commercial codes of Afghanistan. And I said, these judges, they help me because we work together. We can talk about different issues together in order to come up with good ideas and amendments with the regulations and laws in this country. So the examples I gave, were very technical, which if I explain it right now, it doesn't give sense to you. But I hope this is enough for you to know that they were very technical to amend the laws of my country. So if you are a doctor, then you can say you have a network with the doctors, because how you can start to build a series of help or clinics or hospitals to cure your people, to find cure for the diseases, to have this medical or testing camps to help your people. If you are an engineer, if you're working for the environment, if you are working, I don't know, for IT field in your country or business or administration, you give talk about the networks that you have that connects your field of work with those people working in the same field, and at least give a few or one or two very, very technical example. My most technical example was that I use my network to influence the government to have friendly laws to attract foreign investment in Afghanistan. because that is what I want to go to the UK to study business law. In order to come back to Afghanistan, I'm studying in English to attract foreign investment, the foreigners to come to my country and do investment. So you need to, give some kind of link between the networks that you have and also the people who are in your network and the things that you want to do in the future, so that you come and this network still helps you. I know this was a bit complex, but the whole Chevening is complex, and you are not a high school student watching me right now. You are applying for master's degree. I hope you understand the complexity of my speech and why I'm talking about different parts altogether. We go to the last paragraph. I talk Roshna as a network of more than 5,000 registered members, and then this is my social organization where I am working as the founder and director. And then the second is ACDR, the Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Industries, has a wide network with thousands of businessmen and women and traders across the country. So I brag about these two platforms because they are like my left hand and my right hand, and they are very important for me because this is what I am based on it. I want you to brag about and repeat in the interview about 2, 1, 3, not more than 3 most important and big networks you have. I talked about my network, 5,000 registered members and thousands of businessmen and women. If you are a doctor, you talk about the doctors, the students, the doctor association, Doctors Without Borders, any kind of associations that you are involved, which helps you, and your volunteer work if you are, and also your community work. And then I said these huge networks, and the third line, these huge networks had a wide impact on my career. These networks helped me achieve like X in Roshna and achieve this X at the ACDR. Let me tell you the examples. And my essay, I told them exactly the name of the companies and achievements. Now I'm telling you a little bit exactly, but I cannot tell you exactly. What I did was, because I was with thousands of businessmen and I had a platform at my social organization, and I needed money to educate the people, to do public awareness, to campaign for human rights, for women's rights. I wrote a proposal, and in official meetings where we had, there were like an election for the Chamber of Commerce, and thousands of businessmen were coming to the Chamber of Commerce. So after every meeting, I was meeting individually with these businessmen and women, and I was introducing, well, you saw me before in the meeting that I was speaking a lot, and I'm the deputy, and you know me, and very friendly. I was inviting them to my office, and then I was telling, because I have a social organization, I'm working for human rights, I'm working for education and children education, child's education, and this is my proposal. I'm working for this cause in my country. Can you please help me, or can you please introduce me to other donors, sponsors, businessmen and women who are helping such kind of causes? And then I was approaching 10 to 100 businessmen, and if 3 to 5 of them were responding me, I was getting few $1,000s in order to run a project. That is what I did. That is what I wrote in my CV in the X places, and that is what I talked in the interview. That is what you need to talk specifically about, your achievements that you have had. Okay, this is it. My networking essay goes on, and then the networks, back to the PowerPoint slide you can see above. What can these networks bring to you in the future? This whole networks with the students, with the people, with the Chevening and everything. And then I said, well, these networks of businessmen, businesswomen can help me in the future when I'm returning back to do foreign investment in Afghanistan. I learn more. I can work with these businessmen. They know me. If I work with the government, I work for the, making policies friendly. And these people, I can approach them. I can tell them, okay, we have changed these laws in Afghanistan, which helps you to invest in these areas. You will get subsidies, you will get tax reduction, you get these kind of benefits, because these people, they are in my network. They know me, they trust me, they can definitely trust me more, and they can get awareness of these platforms, and immediately, I can start and see action towards my goals that I have in the future. So this is how you relate everything. This is not enough. Whatever I said so far, it is not enough. There are more videos which I will talk more, but for now, this is how I teach you the techniques to get questions out of your essays and also find the answers and give the answers in the shortest way possible. I hope this video has helped you so far. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe if you find my materials helpful. If you think I'm just speaking nonsense and it doesn't help you, don't subscribe. If you like it, the video, and write your comments in the description. If you like everything, I will see you in the next video where we talk about the courses, essay, and the course choices and selections you have had for the Chevening and studying in the UK. Bye bye. See you in the next video.